My name is John Lusk. I'm a senior pastor of the Denver Church of Christ. Been doing full-time ministry for many, many years, over 30 years. And I have a great passion for the outdoors. A lot of people connect with God in a lot of different ways. Some in the big assembly, some through just learning and reading, and some from being in the outdoors, God's creation. And I like to connect with God in a lot of different ways, but that's my favorite. There's something about just being in His world and seeing His handiwork that just draws me super close to Him. So I've always had a passion for the outdoors. My dad raised me that way. He was super busy in his career as a 3-star admiral in the U.S. military. 6 kids. I was the youngest of 6. But we always found a way to go camping, fishing, backpacking, hunting. And he got me into it at a really young age. I've been hunting all my life, except for the years that I was over in Asia. I served as a missionary in Thailand and the Philippines for 6 years and couldn't do any hunting over there. And that was quite a sacrifice, though it was a good sacrifice. I was glad to give that up for the incredible cause of which I'm a part in spreading the gospel. But man, when I came back to the States, I caught up for lost time. And I've been just strictly bow hunting ever since. I bow hunted all over the world. I'm fortunate enough to have a really good friend that I helped out spiritually many years ago while he was in medical school. And since then, he's become quite a successful surgeon. And so he takes me on adventures all over the world. We've gone to Canada a few times. We've gone to Alaska. We've gone to Africa. And then in addition to that, I live in Denver, Colorado, and I get to hunt in God's creation out here and go back to Missouri and hunt in the Midwest. And I just find a place to hunt anywhere I am. And so I just, I love getting out, getting away, just getting off the grid and picking up my bow and pursuing some quarry there. I wasn't always spiritual. I grew up in, like I said, a great household, but we went to a denomination where Christianity really was kind of, not super relevant in our lives. And we'd go to church and I just didn't understand what was being said. I didn't get anything out of the sermons. And so we'd leave and go home, and it was kind of like we checked the box. And after that, as I got older, I became an atheist, unfortunately. I even publicly debated against the authenticity of the scriptures and the truth of God while I was a college student. But deep in the back of my mind, I always wondered, was there an absolute truth by which all men should live? I'd walk back to my dormitory and look up at the stars and wonder if there was something out there. And again, it was that nature that was calling me to the Creator. I started pursuing God, and I started looking into Him more and reading about Him in His Word, and I found Him in a profound way in my final year while I was at Louisiana State University. I graduated with an engineering degree. I got out of an ROTC contract that I had and went on to get a master's degree in theology, and then I've just been serving passionately in the full-time ministry ever since, all over the U.S. and all over the world. In Thailand, in the Philippines, we lived there for 6 years. Couldn't hunt while I was there, but we lived there for 6 years and still continue to travel all over the world, speaking to thousands and thousands of people about the Lord. And then when I come back to Colorado, I just get to escape in the mountains and escape and again God's creation out here and draw near to Him in that special way.